Welcome to today's 3-minute model. This model is expressed in the form of an algebraic equation that says L has to be equal to or greater than C if we are to be successful. So what do the letters stand for? Well, the L stands for learning and the C stands for change. So learning has to be equal to or greater than the rate of change if we're to be successful. So let's think about that for a moment. Let's take, for example, an individual leader or manager. If a leader is not continuously working on their professional development, if they're not honing their skills, if they're not reading the latest journals or publications in their specialist field, if they're not going on training seminars or going to conferences or networking, the chances are that they are going to fall behind. And in relation to their peers and colleagues and associates, they're going to find when it comes to reviewing people's performance or when considering people for promotion, they're not going to be successful. And the same will be true if they go into the external job market. They'll find that they actually are not credible and not competitive in relation to managers from other organizations. If we take the same model and we apply it to teams, we can see the same principles apply. So if we have an operations team or a sales team in an organization that are neglecting to develop their capabilities, they're not undertaking regular training or developing new techniques and processes and strategies, in relation to other teams, they will eventually fall behind, and this will become apparent within the organization that they're underperforming, they're not efficient, they're not as effective as some of the other groups. And that will raise questions about the individuals in the team and the team leader. The equation also relates to organizations. So if a company or organization is not learning in a way that keeps pace with the rate of change, if they're not trying out, the latest innovations or being creative or trying to create breakthroughs in their use of technology, very quickly they will lose their competitive edge and they'll lose position in the marketplace, they'll lose their market share, and eventually the organizations could flounder or fail or be subject to a hostile takeover. But this is how organizations pass out of existence. So the key with this model is to recognize that whether you're dealing with individuals or teams or organizations, the most critical thing that you need to ensure is that the rate of learning continuously keeps pace with or exceeds the rate of change. And it's like sort of the Darwinian principle, where Charles Darwin talked about the survival of the most adaptable. It is those organisms, those entities that continuously adapt to and change to and keep pace with changes in their environment that are the ones that prevail in the longer term. And that's true in evolutionary terms, but it's also true in terms of organizational development.